Hello, Jim Weaver here. I wanted to offer everybody at this time of year uh, a short video, trying to keep it as short as possible, of tips, some tricks, uh, some things that I've learned over the years in order to keep yourself healthy at this time of year. Wintertime can be a real challenge for people. I know it has been for me in the past, and I wanted to offer these up to you. And And I wanted to make it clear that I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a doctor. I have had some medical Qigong training, and I've been teaching Qigong for a long time, for many years, to a lot of people. And I've, over the years, developed ways of keeping my health and energy level up. It's not perfect. Um, there are times when I feel a little bit under the weather. But to tell the truth, and I say this humbly and with full respect and honor to the forces that be, that I haven't been really sick in about 8 years or so. Um, so it's worked, whatever it is. I found a combination of things that tends to keep me from really getting sick. Now, I want to let you know that I every once in a while, I might get a runny nose. I might have a cough for a couple days, but that's usually it. When I first, within my first period of not getting sick regularly, like every year, like most people, I would get short fevers for the first few years. I would have a short fever for a few hours, and then it was gone. I would just burn it out, and then I wouldn't get sick the rest of the year. And that was like one time a year. Now that's even stopped. That hasn't even happened. And like I said, every once in a while there's little things, runny nose, a little bit of congestion, but that's about it. Otherwise, I'm watching everyone getting fevers, getting sick, being laid up in bed for weeks. I haven't had to call in sick to work once. And so I just wanted to offer some ideas, some tips, and a couple little tricks to help people to stay healthy, stay more energetic, to keep a positive attitude, help with their attitude and their energy level. And basically, from having practiced Qigong for so many years, it's really got me in touch with how my body works, particularly the elemental system, how it works in my body, what elements are connected with different organs, and how my particular system operates. I highly recommend study how your body works, how your rhythms work, how your energy levels work at different times. A full moon, how do you feel during the full moon? What's your energy level like? Do you go overboard with stuff? New moon, do you get real tired and dragged out, or do you get energized during the new moon? The seasons. Find out what seasons really you feel really strong in. Which ones don't you? Do you feel really weak in? I always found that wintertime, I always felt I find that a lot of stuff would accumulate and I could really feel myself being withdrawn and pulled in and down, kind of bummed out. Still happens a little bit. Not like it used to, but I used to get sick every year and so on and so forth. Also, uh, yeah, be very, very careful with this. This is I'm not diagnosing anybody or saying this is for everyone. You have to work at your own pace, and it's very important that you be well in touch with what's going on in your own body before doing any of this. Be very careful. Be very patient with it. Take your time. Go slow. If you want to try it all, that's good. Do one thing at a time, incrementally, and work your way up to it. Don't jump in feet first or head first. Take your time. Go slow. I say this to my Qigong students too. Don't worry about doing it right or messing up with it or Just take your time and do it in increments, and you'll have some success. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. This is just some advice for my friends here. You're my friends. That's all it is. I'm not trying to diagnose or treat anything. I'm just offering up some things that I've learned over the years. Um, like I said, very important to know what your body type is, your energetic structure, and how that works. It's really going to help you. So first take the time to observe yourself and how, in this particular season in the winter time when I'm doing this, how does your body operate? Does it need more sleep? Allow it to get more sleep. Does it need more rest, downtime? Very, very important. Of course, everyone knows that. It can be hard to find though. So I'm gonna break this up into basically 3 different sections: the body, the energy system, and the mind, and how they work together. And the body can include your energy structure too. But when I say energy, I mean when I say energy, I mean more like the emotions, your organs, and how they operate. Uh, uh, Attitudes, how your energy level works between the mind and the body is the energy level. That's what's between them, so that your energy has to move through all these organs. And if you have something blocked up or something that's too loose, there's different ways you can look at it. Um, so I'm going to break it up that way and then try and keep it as simple as possible. First of all, particularly in the wintertime, plenty of rest. Stop, take a break, take a breather, especially if you're very busy. I was always very busy in the wintertime raising kids and working full time, and I do hard labor. I still do hard labor just about every day. Um, and so rest and exercise, but balanced. Balance, not too much. If you find yourself pushing too hard, back off, take a break whenever you can. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, one breath. If you have a chance to practice Qigong, perfect. Tai Chi, yoga, meditation, just walking, breathing can make a difference. All these things are recommended. There's some herbs and things that you can take, tinctures, to help stimulate or to help strengthen your system. When I start feeling something coming on, start coughing, runny nose, feeling congested, feeling run down, I'll take cayenne tablets, organic preferably. I'll make capsules and I'll start popping those capsules like 1 a day, 2 a day, sometimes up to 3 a day if I really feel something coming on. And do that for a while and then back off. Again, know how your system works. Some people will not be able to handle that. Some can. You got to find out. Be careful. Before trying anything like that, if you have a medical condition, check with your doctor or whatever kind of health professional that you work with. Ginseng, of course. Different teas, ginger tea, lemon tea, the mints. Your digestive system is going to help you through this time. Everything works through the digestion. Stretching, very important. You want to keep limber. You want to keep your tendons and ligaments stretched out. Saline for the whole nasal system. Keep it cleared out. It keeps it from collecting microbes and things like that. It keeps it flushed out. The saline, the salt in the water. And use natural. Don't use tap water for it if you can help it. Neti pot where you pour water in and you clear it out. That's good too. I recommend that very much. A grounding pad. If you can't get out and get outside and take your shoes off on the earth, if you just don't have time, you don't have a chance to do it, it's too cold, get a grounding pad. You can look it up online. Earthing, very, very important to keep that earthing connection going with the earth. Either barefoot or an earthing pad. I have an earthing sheet on my bed, so I sleep on it. So I get that connection every night as I sleep. It will take all that inflammation and all that electromagnetic smog out of the body. You can really feel the difference. Sleep a lot better. Now this one can be a little tricky. Cold showers. And you can do that after you take a hot bath or a hot shower. I've been doing it for several years now and finding it's unbeatable for raising the resistance to sickness. And what you do is you have to work your way up into it. I do it in the wintertime also. I take a cold shower at the end of my baths or showers every time, no exceptions. And you have to stay under the water, under the cold water. You got to let it go. Sometimes I'll be breathing like this because it's so cold. But once the relaxation response kicks in, I relax. My body relaxes, and that's when I know that my immune system has been upgraded. And you can really feel it when it happens. And you can come out and you're not that cold anymore. I don't have to wear a jacket that much, a sweater. I don't get that cold. It really works like that. That's very powerful if you can do that. Work your way up to it. Take your time. Go slowly. Don't suddenly jump into it. Unless you're strong, healthy, and capable of doing that, you can. But otherwise, go slow. Take your time. Work your way up. Ice cold water, at least 3 minutes. You have to be under it at least 3 minutes to get the full effect. Longer is always better if you can do that. Now, on the energy level, like I said, take a break, take a few minutes, take a time out, take a walk, breathe, clear your mind, clear your thoughts. If you could do a little bit of Qigong, 3 palms together is a great practice, which I recommend every day. Inner smile practice. And a quick, easy inner smile is to just see the light coming in or see the smile to the sun. It's very easy. Smile down into your heart. Check in with your heart. The heart is the commander of all the organs in the body. It sends the blood and the nourishment to all the organs. So it's a way of connecting in with all the organs of the body. Smile down to your heart. Just check in. Just, you can even go in and check in with your organs. How are you, lungs? How are you doing? I really appreciate you. Liver, thank you so much. All the organs. Go through the whole organ system. Just check in. Smile with them. Send them the energy that they deserve. They work very hard. Very important inner smile to keep the stress level down. It drops the stress level. And you can learn that from some of my Qigong videos for full inner smile practice. Highly recommended. Winter time is the time of the kidneys, particularly. Water. Fear is the main negative emotion that we work with in the kidneys. So the alcohol, if you're drinking a lot of alcohol in the wintertime, you're just draining the qi and your jing right out of the kidneys. And you don't want to do that. Weakens the entire system. Besides emotionally and mentally, all of it, the entire system gets drained out. You're going to have a drink. Have one drink. Something to, warm the cockles of your heart. That's it. Don't go beyond that. Because you're going to drain that qi right out and weaken your system. So I don't recommend a lot of alcohol, particularly in the wintertime. Not good. So since the wintertime is when the solar force is being withdrawn or weakening or going down, it's kind of an in-breath. It's bringing everything inward. It's taking the sun that's up here in the summertime, and it's coming down inside the earth. It's on the other side. It's going into the dark side, the yin side. So it's like an in-breath of energy. So breathing that light and going within and really stoking the inner fire. Now, I practice Tummo meditation, which is a Buddhist energetic meditation. I highly recommend it. Any kind of inner fire visualization, the sun inside of you. There's a lot of different ways of doing that. I'll be offering up more of that soon. I also have a winter solstice meditation, which brings that sunlight in, so that you can awaken that inner sun that's inside the earth and inside your body, because they correspond. What's going on outside is also going on inside. So you want to protect the kidneys. Back to the kidneys. Protect them. Keep them warm. Massage them. Breathe through them. Send them your love. They really, really deserve it. Very, very important, the kidneys. This is a time to really be tolerant of people, be forgiving, try and be patient. It can be a very trying time. This is a time when everyone should be slowing down, dropping out, cooling, meditating, going inward, and yet here we are, we're so busy, society and culture keeps us so busy, Christmas and all that. So take that time to meditate and go within in any way that works for you. Now I'm going to go into the mind, which it's all mind, all the levels. So it's, this is arbitrary. Again, working with the higher mind, skillful compassion. Pray for other people beside yourself. Reach out, feel what's going on for them. Walk in their shoes. What's going on for them? It's not all about you. It's about them. I mean, it's about you too. But that will do something for someone else. Don't worry so much about yourself. Take care of yourself. It's a balance. It's a balance. Compassion, compassion, compassion. Again, for the mind, meditate, breathe. Go out in the morning, beautiful winter morning, and just breathe the clean air. Watch the sunrise come up, especially on the solstice. Highly recommended. There are a couple of different types of meditation I recommend, and Taoism has what's called sitting and forgetting, or Zhuang, which means you just be completely present. You're sitting down. You're not making any plans. You're just being where you are and just being completely present with where you are. Still present, not grasping, not pushing anything away, just sitting, letting the breath be natural. And now in Buddhism, they call it Dzogchen meditation, or calm abiding also. And this is the type of meditation that I do too, where you're not doing anything. You aren't doing. You're not doing. It's a not doing. It's very difficult. Much more easier said than done. Very important to keep your health. We need that time of not doing. We just do, even just a little bit each day. You can take one day a week and really just not do anything that one day. That's what the Sabbath was supposed to be. Not doing anything. Not engaging, not working, resting, really resting, unplugging and resting. Not online, not on the phone, not busy. Just sit. Just breathe. And you're not making your breath happen. Just let the breath happen. Whatever comes in your thoughts or your mind or your emotions or ideas or your notions, let it come. Just don't let it grab you and take you for a ride. Don't get caught up in it. Let it go by. It'll pass. And just let it go. So you're not grasping and you're not pushing away anything. Whatever comes up, let it come, but also let it go. It could be a challenging practice, but once you start doing it, it gets easier with time, and it becomes much more pleasurable. The energy in the body really gets evened out. Highly recommended. So calm abiding meditation. And just a couple of other pointers. Again, it's a combination of all these things, and you have to find what works for you. Everything's not going to work for everybody. And again, take your time with it. I've been a vegetarian for 35 years. I've been a vegan for a couple of years now. So I have to adjust to taking my time. I've taken my time to become a vegan. That may work for you, may not. Got to find what works for you. Find your system. But I haven't been getting sick, so something's working. And some people, are going to disagree with that. They're going to think, oh, well, something's not right somewhere. Other people are going to be like, oh, wow, I would like to not get sick every 6 months or every 4 months or every year. And it's not like I tried to not to. It's just I practiced these things long enough to where it was finally, that's what came out of it. So find what works for you. I recommend, of course, my videos, my meditation and Qigong videos, particularly at this time, the solstice meditation, to really tune into that solar force at this time, and how it's going through its cycle, and to match your energy up with it to come into alignment. And it really can help to bring peace of mind, which brings better health. And I hope that I offered you something that you could use here, or maybe even some food for thought. Some people are not going to agree with everything here, and that's fine. That's okay. People have to do it their way, and I recommend people doing it their way. This is just some tips, some ideas, some things that I'm sharing. Do with it as you will. Go carefully. Again, take your time with it. If you do some combinations of things, really work that into your system over time, and you might find yourself getting sick less. Again, the real key to it is knowing yourself, and not just your body, but your emotions, how the emotions work, all the way into how your mind works, all the way into your whole energetic structure, which I highly recommend. And enjoy, have fun, spread that light and energy to everybody else. Very, very important to give it away, share it with everyone. It just takes it out of the whole realm of the ego and to share it with everyone else. Peace to you. Happy solstice, happy winter, and let's all really enjoy this time while we can and share it with everyone. Thank you again. Peace.